Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, things are crazy. I got kids jumping in and out of my classes. I got folks calling me, texting me, asking if I can add this class and that because their kid failed such and such and so, and they need help. And I know it's all crazy, and I got to tell y'all what we're up to. But before I do that and forget all about what we need to do, y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I don't know if I told y'all this, but last time we went down the hill to go to the Dunkin' Donuts, I wiped them slap out of their bags of regular coffee beans. And the manager was like, so how often do you come in and buy beans? And I was like, I don't know, whenever I'm out. And she said, well, I tell you what. And she gave me her business card and wrote her number on it. And she said, text me next time you're almost out of beans, and I will add beans, like pound bags of beans to the store order just for you, and I will set them aside and I will text you when they come in so that you'll be good, you'll be all set, you'll have your beans, and you won't wipe my store out of beans. Y'all, I felt so bad. Like I was like, oh, well, should I not take all these? She's like, no, go ahead. Just next time, let me know in advance. So today is the day. I texted and I said, hey, I need some beans. So she ordered, and I just got the text. Well, like the other day I texted her and said, hey, I'm almost out of beans. She said, all right, I'll let you know. So I just got the text saying, hey, the beans are in. So I was just finished riding the bike. I was finna swing some bells. But I said, let me run. She texted me. I said, let me run right now and get these before they go out on the floor. Because I know, what are the chances that there's another Fit Danielle out there that's going to come in and buy 15 pounds of coffee beans all at one time? I don't know what the chances are, but I'm not going to risk it. So I'm going to go right now and pick up my coffee beans. And then I'm going to go back to the house and I'm going to ring them bells. But then let me tell y'all what we're going to do. Last week, I had my whole plan. We were going to talk about, we've talked about, I'm being more chill. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm more chill this summer than I have been in the past. And I'm not being quite as vigilant about counting points, counting bites. I mean, I'm still, a little bit on the points and the bites, but I'm doing more of like the half quarter plate thing. But I need to have in my mind ways that I can sort of maintain myself. So I've come up with a list of things that we can do to sort of maintain our healthy lifestyle while not being quite as, we can call it what it is, without being quite as psycho about counting this thing and measuring that thing and weighing that thing. So I'm gonna run and y'all, I'm still gonna drink all the coffee. So I need to run and grab my coffee beans and then head back to the house. I'm gonna ring the bells, and oh my goodness, as always, I have found a new kettlebell workout that I want to try, and it's Rebecca Kennedy, whom I adore, but y'all, you're just never sure what Rebecca Kennedy is going to come up with for you to do, so it could be good, could be bad. I'm going to try not to whack myself in the chin this time. I'm going to try to clear my head of the kettlebell every time I do a move, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So get my coffee beans, go back and do my workout, and then we'll talk about some stuff, and then I want to make some fun stuff because last week we made serious stuff. So this week I want to make fun stuff. So let me do this, and I will see y'all back at the house, and we'll get in the kitchen, all right? So I'll see y'all back there.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease conquering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight.
All right, friends, we made it through that workout. I didn't die or smack myself, but I don't know if y'all could see it, but there was a point where Rebecca Kennedy said, all right, grab both kettlebells and rack them, and we're gonna do goblet squats. And I looked her dead in the face and said, what? I mean, I did it, but yeah. So let that be a lesson to you. You really can do things that you don't think you can do. Just do them. I mean, you know, don't hurt yourself or whatever, but just like we can do hard things. Okay, anyway, so I did that. I dragged myself through the shower, which that in itself was a bit of a feat today. But anyway, that's done. So now I have a list of my suggestions for things that we can do or like focus on, not really focus on because we're not being psycho, but things that you can kind of keep in the back of your head to keep you on track and keep you consistent without having to like be all crazy all the time. So here's what I want to do. I also have things I need to get done. So I was thinking we could do something. You know how like sometimes you go over to your friend's house and you like just sit at the bar in her kitchen while she does things in the kitchen and you chat and you visit, and that's what I was thinking. That y'all could just kind of hang out with me in the kitchen. We could chat and visit. We could work our way through my list. I could make some things, and then we're gonna actually make something together. But that's gonna be like a little later because y'all, I got to get some things done. And no, we ain't making hummus, so y'all settle down. I made hummus yesterday, which by the way, I made a sun-dried tomato hummus that was so light and so creamy that I think I might have a new like technique for making hummus. I'm gonna share it with y'all next time we make hummus and just see, because it might have been a fluke, but we might be onto something new. So anyway, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move y'all down so that, ooh, y'all are looking right. Well, that's not what I want to do. Hang on. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, maybe that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to have y'all there because my bowl is right here. And the first thing that I need to do is eggs. I'm out of my breakfast eggs, so I'm going to just throw together. I don't know what I think about this. Hang on. I'm not convinced this is going to work, but we'll see. So I'm going to make breakfast eggs while we chat. Let me grab my egg cracking bowl because y'all know I'm not cracking straight into my big old bowl because eggs are too expensive to make that mistake. So first thing let's talk about is goals. You know you got to set goals. So you know what? Hang on. I'm preheating my oven. So you have to set goals, right? You have to know what you're working for. So when you set your goals, you know what? Hang on. Let me set out the eggs that I'm cracking so I don't have to try to count and talk. Be specific. We've talked about this time and again. Set SMART goals, right? Goals that are specific, measurable. I don't know if I can do this because I talk with my hands. I don't know if I can talk without using my hands. Specific, measurable, achievable, Like, you got to actually be able to do it. Relevant. They have to matter to you. So your goals can mean absolutely nothing in the world to me. I don't even have to understand what in the world you're talking about, but they have to be relevant to you, or you're just not going to do it. You're going to lose interest, and it's just not going to happen. You're not going to achieve them. And they have to be time bound. And we'll get into that, but there has to be some kind of time constraint to your goals, or you're going to just keep putting them off and just never get there. Hang on. All right, so there's my 8 eggs. I've started, I know we're not making eggs together, but I've started putting a little, ooh, I'm running light on buttermilk. I've started putting a little buttermilk in with my eggs before I whip them up. A little salt. All right, let me whip these because this noise is awful, so y'all hang on a second.
I've climbed the mountains in Montana, danced in the lights of New Orleans. Portland ran away with me, and San Francisco stayed with me. Nashville made its way in between.
All right, I'm gonna scoop eggs and talk. So, goals, we're gonna set goals, but then y'all, you gotta be flexible with your goals. So you have to recognize if you need to change your goals. So like, if you're just killing it, like if you're just crushing your goal and you're gonna like finish it too soon, or you're getting there too fast or whatever, make it harder. Or if you're struggling and you're not gonna achieve your goal, just adjust it. Maybe move the time out some, like if it's a time-bound goal, which it should be, and you're not gonna hit, like let's say, I don't know, you want to be walking 3 miles a day by the end of the month, and you're at like 2 3/4 miles a day, and you only have a week left, and you're like, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to increase it that much more by the end of the month. Just scoot your goal out some. Don't quit. Pivot. What did we learn from the boys on Friends? Pivot, right? Just pivot. So don't quit your goal, just pivot. Change it to make it something that you can still work with. And along with that, y'all, you got to look. I did not plan well. I'm out of fat-free cheese, so I'm pivoting, and I'm just gonna use a little Colby Jack because that ain't gonna hurt nothing. And oh, that looks good. But plan. You gotta have a plan. Plan your workout, plan your eating, plan your diet. Know what your day looks like. Because if you can see it, you can do it. And y'all, for heaven's sake, write it down and put it somewhere where you're gonna see it. So, like if you need, whatever it is that you're planning, if you're planning your diet, your eating plan, whatever, post it. My fridge is right there. Post it on your fridge, post it on your bathroom mirror. If it's like lunch at work where you struggle, post it in your planner at work that you're gonna see before you go to lunch so that you know where you're gonna go and what you're gonna do, but make a plan and put it where you can see it so then you can do it. Then once you have a plan, build it. So what I mean by that is break it down. So let's say, like y'all know I'm crazy. Go ahead, y'all know I'm crazy. But I have my annual goal is, and a lot of my goals are based on like the Peloton app and their goals. So my annual goal is to double the Peloton annual goal. So their annual goal, I think is it 20,000 minutes of workout in the year? I don't know if that's the right number. Anyway, whatever it is, my goal is to double that. So then I just took that number, divided it by 12 to see how many minutes I had to do in a month, divided that by 4 to see how many minutes I had to do in a week, divided that by 7, and that's how many minutes I do a day. And then, why do I feel like I have too many eggs? Did I count my eggs wrong? And then, so I know how many minutes I have to do. I got distracted by the eggs. So I know how many minutes I have to do in a day, and like if I blow a day, if I don't, for whatever reason, hit my minutes in a day, then I know that I can make it up, right? Because I know how many minutes I need to do in a week or I want to do in a week. So if, say, Like, let's say I have a bad day today, or today's super busy for me because I teach all day and I'm shooting videos today. So I know that like I'm pretty constrained on time with when and where I can work out. So if for some reason my class schedule changes and that changes my workout schedule, then I know that I can just adjust and pick up a couple of extra minutes elsewhere. Or what I generally do is I front load. So like if I have a little bit of extra time on Monday, I'll just throw in an extra ride there, or Monday and Tuesday I throw in extra rides. So then I've built in a buffer for myself. It's what the Hebrew rabbis called building a fence around the law. Like you take the law and then you build a fence way around it, and as long as you stay outside that fence, you're way far away from breaking the law. Same thing. I know that was a crazy analogy anyway, but same thing. So if I like crush Monday and Tuesday, then I know if by like the end of the week things are getting tight, then I'm all right because I've built my goal and I know what it looks like and I know what I need to do each day in order to be on track. So if I get off track one day, I can get right back on track and not be like, oh, I blew it. I just pivot. Okay, let me put these in the oven and I'll be back and we're gonna make some salad dressing.
Fell in love in Minnesota and fell apart south of Salt Lake. Colorado calls to me.
And if you're looking over here trying to judge me because you just saw me use a pizza paddle to put my eggs in the oven, quit it out. I'm not hearing that today. So anyway, now I need to make my low-fat buttermilk dressing, which same, we've made this together 100 times. So it's quick and easy. I'm gonna throw this together, stay on camera, while we continue to make our way through our list. So we've got goals, we've built a plan, stack your habits. Hang on, let me grab some measuring cups, by which I mean one measuring cup, because I'm not measuring most of this stuff. But stack your habits. So what I mean by that is to work your healthy eating or like working out or whatever habits into things that you're already doing. Like for me, most of mine are befores. Like before I do whatever, before I go sit on the couch and read a book, before I leave the house, I'm gonna finish working out. So because I just like to have that done, have it like, not have it hanging over my head, because if I don't, then I'm seriously gonna be thinking like, I still need to do this, and this workout, or I'm not gonna get it done. And it seriously like grinds me until I get it done. So I try to get it done as early as possible so then I'm not thinking about it all day. But if that's not how your day works, like, I don't know, maybe if you plan to go for a walk, then maybe I'm gonna drink this cup of coffee and then plan to go for a walk, or plan that you're gonna have dinner and then go for a walk. Or maybe at work, if you have a break, plan to do 5 flights of stairs and then have your break. Or you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna have like a snack during your break, do 5 flights of stairs and then have your snack. Or if you're going to get a cup of coffee or something, then do a couple flights of stairs and then get your cup of coffee. If there are things that you do in your day, build good habits around those things that you're already doing. And along with those, okay, I'm getting off task here. Go figure. Okay, that was garlic. I'm gonna set that aside so I don't put it in twice because I'm trying to talk and do things. But along with those things, again, I laughed at myself because I didn't plan and I ran out of fat-free cheese, but plan ahead. So plan to have healthy snacks around for when it's time to snack, or healthy things to eat, like things that you know that you're going to eat. Have plans for healthy dinners, or plan your workouts, plan what you're gonna do. Don't just get home at the end of the day when you're tired and be like, what am I gonna do now? If you can, what I do, and I'll show it to you here, I don't know what this is gonna look like, but I break my workouts down. I've told y'all this as much as I can. You know what? I have my calendar right here. I can show you. I don't know how this is gonna work for reels, but I can show you my calendar right now. Hot and live. So in the morning, I write down what my day looks like, and you can see the places in my day where it says ride with a number. Those are times where I've worked rides into my day because that's how it works for me. And I know that if I do that and break down my rides and get them in between classes and stuff, that then, like now, I'm done with all that. I was able to go do my running around, do my lift, and now I can hang out with y'all and not have to worry about that. So I got to get back to my talking points. So use the time that you have to do your workouts, and trust me when I tell you this, schedule them like appointments and keep your appointments. So y'all, I just showed y'all my crazy day, but in the morning, first thing, I go in and I write in when I'm going to work out and what I'm going to do. Like if I have 30 minutes in between classes, I'm going to work out, like I'm going to ride for 20 minutes. And then that gives me time to give the felons a comfort break, for me to take a comfort break if I need it, and then, which I'm going to need it, and then get to class and get settled, get on camera for when my student comes in. I write it down, I write the times, I write what I'm going to do. All right, so I have buttermilk, ginger, garlic, basil, mustard. I might put in a little more, I want some more mustard than that. I really like the mustard in this dressing. Mustard. I told y'all I wasn't going to measure stuff. I could, ooh, that's a lot of mustard. I'm going to put in some, I measured the buttermilk because even though we're not really like worrying about points, it has points. So I measured that, and I'm going to put in honey, and I'm going to measure my honey. But all the stuff that I just squoze in, and like this is fat-free plain Greek yogurt, no points. So I lost my honey bear. I'll check him out. There he is. All right, so you know what I'm going to do? So it's supposed to be balsamic vinegar, but I use apple cider vinegar, which I did when I first started making this dressing. I used apple cider vinegar because balsamic had points. And then after a while I was like, that's a little psycho. Like you can do a tablespoon of balsamic vinaigrette in all of this dressing. But then I got to liking the taste of the apple cider vinegar in it. So then I just kept using it. So anyway, I'm stalling telling y'all this next thing, which y'all know this, but hang on, I'm gonna put this down and squeeze into it. I've told you this story on a friend of mine that this goes with planning and like making appointments and stuff, like doing workouts like they're an appointment. Put on your workout clothes. Like the story I was gonna tell you on my friend was when she was getting back into, she's a runner, so y'all know this isn't about me, but when she was getting back into running after having a baby, she was kind of struggling with getting back into running. And the only time that she could run, she was going back to work. And the only time she could run was in the morning before she got ready for work, like 5 o'clock in the morning. So she would go to bed in her running clothes. And two things that did. One, she didn't have to get up in the morning and put on cold running clothes because we're in Minnesota and it was wintertime. And two, she would have been so demoralized if she had gotten up and taken off those running clothes and put on, or gotten in the shower or whatever, without going running. She was like, she's every bit as competitive as I am. So she wasn't gonna do that. She was not gonna like admit defeat and take off her running clothes without going running. So she would put on her running clothes at night, sleep in them until she got into the habit of going running. And then she could actually, you know, like sleep in pajamas like a human. But y'all don't know this one. In the morning, as soon as I have a good break in my classes, I will go ahead and put on my workout clothes. One, to save myself the time of doing it, because I have, like I said, a 30-minute break and I teach for 20 minutes. I mean, I work out for 20 minutes. So if I'm already in my workout clothes, then that's like less time it takes me to get ready. You know what I mean? Like I could just jump on the bike for 20 minutes and then get ready for class and go back to class. But also, if I have my workout clothes on, I'm far more likely to keep that appointment with myself and do my workout than if I like change out of my workout clothes into regular clothes. So I put on my workout clothes and then I do like all of my workouts, get all of my rides, all of my lifts, that's why sometimes y'all see me in a video looking like something the cat coughed up, wearing workout clothes, because I'm seeing y'all in between workouts. And if I change out of my workout clothes, I'm scared that I'm not going to put them back on and get back at it. So I just keep them on. So anyway, the point of all that was plan and then like prepare, like literally prepare yourself for the workout or whatever it is. Like when you come home from work, put on your walking shoes or whatever, like, you know, whatever it is you need to do to be prepared for your fitness activity. And then that tells your brain you're gonna do it, and then do it. All right, hang on. Hang on, I'm gonna do this and I'll be back.
Washington will always be begging for a
It smells so good. All right, that's done and it's perfect. So let me get this put up. Let me transition us into our next activity and I'll be right back. All right, now for the fun part. Y'all, I made skinny pizza dough and we're gonna make yummy stuff with it now. I realized right after I mixed this all up that I should have done something different, but let me tell you what I did. So I made this yesterday because it has to rise all day. And I knew I was gonna wanna do this earlier in the day than like all day a rising. So y'all are so close to me now. So I mixed it up yesterday and it is a cup of self-rising flour, and I proofed my yeast. So I did a 1/4 teaspoon of yeast with just a little bit of warm water and a little bit of sugar just to let it like bubble up a little bit. So then I did a cup of self-rising flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Did I say I did 1/2 teaspoon of yeast? That's what I did, 1/2 teaspoon of yeast, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then just like water to make it doughy. So I think I used a 1/2 cup of warm water and then I just added it a little bit at a time until it was good. You know what, I need to stop doing this because what I wanted to do, I wanted to make dang funnel cakes. So I should have put the sweetener in it then. So here's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna leave some of this dough in the bowl and we're gonna try to salvage that as a funnel cake maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna make a, like a cinnamon roll up with this and just see how it comes out. So while I'm messing with this, I'm gonna give y'all the rest of my list of things we can do to stay consistent without being like overly crazy and, you know, like psycho about diets and stuff. So we're gonna, I guess maybe putting on your running clothes and going to bed is a little bit crazy, but so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do whatever it takes to get ourselves to work out. But y'all, the other thing is find something fun to do to work out. Like, I know you're like, dude, you seriously ride a freaking exercise bike for 110 minutes a day? How's that fun? Let me tell you how it's fun. It's fun because while I'm on the bike, I can read books. This is why I do it for so, like I do the bike for so long now because I'm crazy. But this is how I my first ride, and we'll get to this, but my first ride was 15 minutes and I seriously almost vomited. But I realized that like while I'm riding, I can read. I do the crossword puzzle on the Apple News app every day. I'm on like a 72-day streak of doing the crossword puzzle on like finishing the crossword puzzle on the Apple News app. I do that on the bike. I watch some news, I read some things. So it's like downtime for me whilst pedaling. I love it. And I find in the mornings that, I just got this stuck to my thing. I have a beautiful marble rolling pin. No, I guess I thought I had a marble thing, but it's not. It's a sill pad. Anyway, I have a beautiful marble rolling pin I should be using for this, but I'm not. I'm doing a horrible job here because I'm trying to talk at the same time. But anyway, find something fun to do. Something that you enjoy as an as a fitness activity. Like something maybe, like the intern and I do not ride the bike together now, but when we first started out, we didn't ride it together, but he was also riding, and that was kind of like a thing we could do together. And then, y'all, he broke his streak. He stopped riding, and then he never got back on, so he was not consistent. Now he consistently doesn't do it. So yeah, find something fun, like find something that you want to do. It will help you be consistent. And then being consistent, well, it's going to sound so dumb, but being consistent will help you keep doing it. Like once you have a streak going, you're going to want to keep that streak going. So you're going to keep doing it. All right, I'm just going to jump straight in on this thing. I'm going to put some monk fruit sweetener Splenda on it. Kind of a lot, I think. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with cinnamon and roll it up and see what we get. I know that the Splenda will melt like sugar, so that might be fun. It might be awful. I don't know. Like I said, y'all, I meant make sure I'm doing cinnamon and not whatchamacallit, cumin. That would be bad. All right, so there's that. So find something you like to do, be consistent, and here's the thing that I said I was finna get back to. Start small, like don't try to jump straight in. And that's with anything, with working out, with changing your diet. I think that one of the things, the intern, he will not appreciate me saying this. And y'all, if I get him on here, do not tell him I said this. But I think that one of the things, like one of the ways that he struggles is he tries to jump in and go like all out, like turbo straight from the start. Gets in over his ski or gets out over his skis, gets in over his head, whatever it is. And then he doesn't adjust, doesn't pivot, and then just stops doing whatever it is he's trying to do. Y'all don't be the intern. I mean, be the intern because he's awesome, but don't be the intern on that. Be fit Danielle on that one. So start easy, start small. Like this is not working for me. But you know what? We have learned from making our funnel cakes that it'll bake together. So let me tell you what I'm finna do. Let me wash my hands. Oh, my eggs. Oh. They're perfect, but they're just this side of not okay. Like I think 2 more minutes and it would have been disastrous. All right, so I'm going to put some parchment in the basket of my air fryer. Oh, that's about perfect right there. And then I'm going to slice these and put them in here, and we're going to throw them in the air fryer and see what we get. All right, so start small, like this. If you're eating sugar, find you a sugar substitute that you like. I don't like the fake ones for a couple of reasons. One, I just don't like the flavor of them. But I read some studies that make me think that they're not good for you. But look, if you're struggling with blood sugar issues and fake sugar substitutes are what you like and what you're going to use, and they're going to help you get off the sugar, then you do you. Like, do what's best for you. We ain't judging over here. So, like that one, or bread. Bread is an easy thing to sub out. There are lots of, maybe not great, but good, light sandwich breads now. These look really good, y'all. I'm going to be stoked if these come out tasty, because look how nice they look. But yeah, you can do that. You can sub leaner meat. Like so for the intern, y'all know I cannot get the, okay, so here's what really happened. Was one time, I need to spread these out because they're going to rise. I've told you all this story before. I made meatballs with turkey meat, and they were delicious, I'm not gonna lie. And I made brown gravy, and I made mashed potatoes, and I told the intern we were having mashed potatoes and meatballs for dinner, and I served them to him. And I don't even know if he took a bite or if he just looked at the zombie brain looking meatballs and said, "What are we having?" And I said, "Meatballs." All like, "What do you mean, honey? It's a meatball." And he said, "Beef meatballs?" And I said, "Oh no, turkey." Just like casual as you please, like I wasn't trying to trick him. And that ended him trying turkey. Like every once in a while, he'll try a little bit of something with turkey in it, but not much of it, and he ain't gonna eat it. So I know that if I want him to eat leaner meat, it's not gonna be turkey. So I cook super lean hamburger, which is all right. I mean, it's not turkey, but it's all right. But, oh, I'm gonna need this again. But I know the intern will eat it, and I know he won't eat turkey. So like, you do what you can. Let me put this in the air fryer. I'll be right back. So start slow. Like with food, make, maybe small, easy substitutions and work your way up. With workouts, always start slow and easy. All right, for this, I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try. Because here's what I should have done, y'all, is I should have put, and we've done this before and it was delicious. With the plain old 2-ingredient dough, is you put the Splenda, monk fruit Splenda, you mix it in with your 2-ingredient dough, and it comes out tasty and delicious. Ooh, that and vanilla. And it comes out tasty and delicious like a funnel cake. Well, like I said, I forgot to put it in yesterday when I was making the things. So it's just plain old 2-ingredient dough with yeast in it. So I'm gonna try to mix in some Splenda and see what we get. I did not get the vanilla in it, but whatever. We'll see. I think I'm just gonna make like sticks with this, and then maybe, depending on how it tastes, maybe I will make some chocolate dipping sauce, because that's always delicious. So small changes. Start easy with working out. You can always work your way up, but look, if you start too hard and you get demoralized, it's gonna be super hard to get back at it. And track your progress always, whatever that looks like. If it's wearing a trackable and that's all you do, that's okay, because one, it gives you time. I need to stop doing this because I'm gonna make this thing into freaking, I don't even know, it's already getting tough. But track your progress. Your wearables, y'all, are brilliant, and they tell you so much information that if you don't want to, you don't need to do anything else other than wear a smart device of some sort, or you can track on apps. Weight Watchers friends, we know we have the Weight Watchers app, you have the Healthi app. Those all allow you to add fitness in as well. Many of them will pair with your, will sync up with your fitness information on your phone. So like you just sync them through your phone and it does it for you. But yeah, track your progress, track what you eat, track your, oh wait, we said we weren't gonna be psycho about that, right? But look, y'all, you gotta be able to see the progress that you're making. That's my air fryer. I think that is so important. Even if you're not being all crazy about points, which I know I can be, but even if you're not doing all that, I'm just gonna stick these in there looking just like this and just see what comes out. Even if you're not being all crazy, you have to know if what you're doing is working. You have to have a way of collecting data. So that's it. We're not tracking, we're collecting data. Collect your data, people. And if you do that, you can use your data to reward yourself. And please reward yourself, because we're after progress, not perfection, right? We are after doing better. So being consistent. Consistency is worth rewarding. So even if you just work out every day for a week and you only do 15 minutes of whatever it is that you're doing, and you do the same thing for 15 minutes, 7 days in a row, That's huge. Please reward yourself for that. So reward your progress, and remember that results come from consistency. So reward your progress and reward yourself for just being out there day after day, time after time. All right, that's it. That's my whole list. Let me get this mess cleaned up. Let me check on those things that I have in the air fryer, and I'll be back. And I don't know what we're gonna do. It might be time for a taste test. So I'll be right back. Okay, look how fun and delicious these look. They're a little, I don't know, maybe a little bit weird, but I think they're okay. They look hot as blue blazes, of course, because I just took them out the air fryer. Nice, they cooked all the way through. Can y'all see that? I grabbed one that didn't have a whole lot of sugar and stuff in it. For no reason other than I think the sugar is going to be like molten hot. So hang on. Let me get a little plate. Now once these cool off, of course, you don't need to use a fork. But, ooh, that looks good. It smells so, that cinnamon smells so good. Look, you can see it there, that monk fruit sweetener, seriously, like melts down like sugar. So yeah, imagine like melted sugar. That's what this is gonna be. That's good. All right, hang on. Let me not burn myself. Let me slide this out the basket. I'm gonna burn myself just a tiny bit. Let me slide this out the basket. I'm gonna go ahead and load those other weird stick looking things up in the basket and cook those. And I'll be back. These are tasty, y'all. Now, if you get the part that's just dough, it's not tasty. I mean, it's just like plain 2-ingredient dough, but this, if you put the yeast in the 2-ingredient dough, it fluffs up really, really nicely. That's hot. All right, let's see how we did here. I might could have let them cook a little longer. I don't know, hang on. It's not delicious. And it's not, I mean, it is a little undercooked, but mixing in the sweetener as an afterthought, not my best plan. But these little sweet rolls, that's good. Look how cute that is. These are good. So I'm gonna say that the skinny pizza dough, so the 2-ingredient dough with the actual yeast, very nice for like sweet treats as well. I'm gonna do it again, not now, but to make a funnel cake, and actually remember to put the sweetener in when I'm making the dough, let it rise, and then we'll make those and give that a try. This, I also didn't put the vanilla in this, which we do when we make our funnel cake. So this was just a failed experiment altogether, but those little cinnamon rolls are good. So, and I think that's like a good little option for things. So these no, those yes. I don't know. Anyway, let us know in the comments. Back to the whole consistency thing. Let us know in the comments. What do you do to try to keep yourself consistent on your fitness plan, on your workout, your diet, all the things? Let us know in the comments what your consistency tips and tricks are. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me in my kitchen all day while I did my chores. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos on this channel at the beginning of every week, with some book videos over on Fit Danielle Reads sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.